The cost of procrastination is the life that you could have lived. When I tell you, that quote has been forever ingrained into my brain ever since I heard it. Laziness, procrastination, getting distracted, these are things that will always hold you back in life from getting the things that you truly want. So if you are ready to learn how you can step out of your lazy era and get into productivity mode, then this is the video that you're going to want to watch. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Carys, and if you enjoy content like this, then make sure you subscribe, join the family, and also check out the links in the description below because you'll find my vlog channel, you'll find my audio podcast Highest and Best, as well as my Instagram and all of that good stuff. All right, today I have for you 10 hacks on how to get out of your lazy era. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. Your first hack to combat laziness is a 2-minute rule. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. This is where when you have an activity that you need to do, but you do not want to do it, you do it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, it might seem like, okay, I can't really get much of it done. However, once you get started doing it, you automatically want to continue to do it. You're already starting, and that's usually the hardest part, is getting up and actually beginning the activity. Whether it be a household chore, whether it be something at work that you don't want to do, if you are just doing it for 2 minutes, you are going to continue. So set your timer, get up, start it for 2 minutes, and then I'm sure that you will likely continue. Number 2, which is actually one of my favorites, and that is to fake an audience. Now you can do this in 2 different ways. You can either fake an audience, that is you pretending that you have people watching you. You have a video crew watching what you're doing. They're documenting all your day in the life, seeing what you're doing. You typically will get up and you will be more productive. You will not be sitting on the couch watching TV. If you fake an audience, you are basically using that aspect as a push to get up and be productive. If you are someone like me who actually likes to create content, then you use that as a way to help you get out of being lazy. You have an audience to be creating content for, so you don't even need to fake the audience. They are already there. Create content and use that as a way that you are able to be more productive because you're showing the things that you're doing. Get vlogging. Number 3 on your hacks to stop being lazy is activity pairing. So this is where you're going to take the activity that you don't really want to do and pair it with an activity that you actually enjoy to do. And you're going to pair them together and you're going to do them at the same time. For example, if you have to fold laundry, you don't really feel like doing it, but you know you need to do it. You are going to fold the laundry in front of watching your favorite TV program. Say you need to do cardio. You're going to go and do your cardio and you're going to watch your favorite YouTuber while you're doing it. If you have a work project that you need to do that you just don't feel like doing, you are going to get dressed up and go to your favorite coffee spot and order your favorite meal and coffee and work on it while you're there. Activity pairing. Pairing something you don't want to do with something that you do want to do to make you actually do it. Number 4 is to rearrange your space. Now this is something that can help you for one, because you're just getting your body up and moving. Your blood will start flowing, creativity will spark just naturally by getting up and active, and may stop you from sitting on the couch and watching TV, which may be what you do when you feel lazy. But number 2 is that it will also just refresh your space. By rearranging your space, it might just give you that boost of energy that you need to get started with whatever it is that you are procrastinating on doing. For me, the room that I work in, half the side is my studio and half the side is my office with my desk and everything that I work at. And so oftentimes I will move things around or shoot in different spaces because it just helps to keep things fresh. Number 5 is to use a timer. Now I highly recommend that you should be time blocking pretty much every single day in order to make sure that you can stay productive. And there's a couple of different ways that you could use a timer. You could do it for specific work blocks. So I typically work in a 2-hour work block and then I will take a break. Or you can also use the Pomodoro technique, which is basically where you work for 25 minutes, you take a 5-minute break. 25 minutes, 5-minute break. And then after a few of those, you then take a 15-minute break and get a full kind of reset and step away. So whatever amount of time that you feel like is a good work block for you, that you can get into the deep focus mode, set that as a timer. And then when you have the break after the timer goes off, make sure you get up, move around, make sure you're drinking water, get a snack if you need to, and ideally go and step outside. Get some fresh air, feel the sun on your face, and then come back in, reset, refreshed, and ready to start your next block. Set the timer and get rolling. Having a timer can help with feeling lazy because you basically have your finish line. You have the time that you need to work for, and you keep pushing, you keep moving, and you get done at the end. Number 6 is to create small wins. Now, these are things that you need to do on your list that are small. They're easy to check off right away. So whether it is emptying the dishwasher, whether it is making one phone call, whether it is sending a specific email, your list of things that you have to do that day, what are things that you can just easily get quick wins, check it off before you then push yourself to do your higher priority work. I'm a big believer in doing the hard things first, do your highest priority work first. However, when you feel lazy, it's not what you want to do, and then you end up doing none of it. So if you feel lazy and you've got a very daunting list that you need to do, just look at to see what the easiest, quickest things that you can do off the list are first, and then it will get your body moving, get you in productivity mode to then start tackling the higher priority items. And then make sure you reward yourself. That is something that I think is a great way to help yourself get out of feeling lazy, is look at your activities that you need to do. What are the tasks? And then set yourself a reward. If I do this, then I get to do this. It will automatically help you, because if you think that you're gonna get a reward for it, you're a lot more likely to actually get it done. Number 7 on your hacks to stop being lazy is to have a dopamine menu. So this is a list that you are gonna have. You can write it out, or you can do it on your notes app on your phone. That's where I have mine. And it is basically the things that give you the good dopamine hit that you need. So you have good dopamine and you have bad dopamine. That's like scrolling on social media. That's what is not good to do when you feel lazy, because it just sends you spiraling down in the opposite way. You want the good dopamine, the things that make you feel happy, that make you feel energized. For me, number 1 is always going to be listening to worship music. It gets me feeling in the mode of gratitude. It gets me feeling energized. It gets me feeling happy because I'm full of joy with the praising the Lord. That is on the top thing of my dopamine menu. What are things that make you feel full of energy? Put that on your dopamine menu. And when you feel lazy, go to that and start doing the things. And it will help you boost up so you get ready to be productive. Walking outside, exercising, listening to affirmation, listening to a motivational speech. Side note, if you ever need motivation to get up and go to the gym, I highly recommend, there's a video by Dwayne Johnson on YouTube. It's about 10 minutes long, I think. And it's amazing to hear his mindset on working out, exercising, and getting up and doing the hard things. I will leave the link in the description below, because it is a game changer if you feel lazy and you know you have to go and work out. Highly recommend. So figure out what is on your dopamine menu, write it out, and when you feel lazy, start doing those things. Number 8 is a reverse list. Now this is going to be basically writing out the consequences of not doing your specific tasks that you need to do. For example, if you have to make cold calls for your business and you don't do it, what are the consequences? You don't make as much money, you don't get as many sales, you don't hit your goals. What are all the consequences of not doing those specific things? If you need to go and work out, okay, what are the consequences of me not going to exercise? You're not going to lose the weight you want to, or you're not going to gain the strength that you want to. You're not going to feel as confident when you're in a bathing suit on your vacation next month. What are the consequences for not doing the things that you know you need to be doing? Typically, when you start writing these out, or you start thinking about these things as you're going through each item on the list, you'll only get a few down before you feel, okay, it's time for me to get up, stop being lazy, and go. Number 9 is a fun one, and that is having a task roulette jar. Now, this is where one day you wake up feeling lazy. You're going to basically look at your list and you're going to create all the little items onto pieces of paper. You're going to fold them up and you're going to put them into a jar or a bowl or a cup or whatever. You're then going to mix it up and you're going to pick out, and you have to set yourself accountability that you are going to do whatever it is that you pick out. So say your things to do that day, you've got some work things, you've got exercising, you've got, prepping dinner, you've got laundry, whatever. All those things, you pick one out and then you have to do it. Doing something like this, it helps make things a little bit more fun, but it's also the fact that as soon as you pick it up, you have to go and do it. Do not give yourself time to think about it. Do not give yourself time to negotiate whether or not you're going to do it. You get up, you've already cut everything up, you've already written everything down, you get up and you go. And number 10 for hacks to stop being lazy is to write yourself a note when you're up for when you're feeling down. Now, this is something that I started about a year ago, and I crafted it basically at the beginning of the year because that's typically when our motivation tends to be the highest, and then it kind of dwindles off throughout the year. So I wrote it when I was up. I wrote it when I was motivated, and I crafted it over a week or two. And it's a note on my phone talking about how I'm living out answered prayers, how I'm blessed to live the life that I live. I talk about how far I've come. I talk about the things I want to do. I talk about different things that help get me motivated and inspired. And I read it every single morning. So at the end of my walk, I go through it and it just gets me energized, ready to take on the day. So I know if I ever feel lazy, if I ever need a boost to help me get up and be productive, I have that note to go to. I wrote it when I was up, and it will help me snap out of it of when I'm feeling down. All right, I would love to know, what one of these do you plan on implementing for the next time that you feel lazy, which could be also right now, and you're gonna do after you watch this video? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. And if you want to see behind the scenes of my life and me putting into practice the things that I teach on this channel, then my vlog channel is linked below. All right, everyone, get to it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.